Hi everyone, and welcome. I'm your English teacher, and I am so happy you are here today. In this explainer, we are going to look at some amazing words to describe food. Let's dive right in and learn how to describe food like you really mean it.
When food is really good, most people say one word: delicious. But think about it. A soft, melting piece of meat and a bright, fresh salad are completely different. And delicious tells you absolutely nothing about which one it is. To really enjoy food and to talk about it, you need to know exactly what makes it good. Today we have 5 perfect words to describe food, and the last one is the word that makes a heavy meal feel light again. So, stay with me. Let's start with how food feels.
Our first word is tender. Listen and repeat out loud with me. Tender. 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 So, what does tender mean? Well, tender means soft and easy to cut or chew. It's the exact opposite of tough. Just picture meat that falls apart with your fork. You barely even need to chew it at all.
Let's practice with a sentence. Please repeat after me. The beef was so tender, it melted in my mouth. Great job! Here are 2 more everyday examples. I like my steak very tender. Or, boil the carrots until they are tender. Now let's look at a short, everyday scene. Imagine you are cooking dinner for your family. You cooked some chicken very slowly in the oven. When you take it out, you cut it, and you could say, "Wow, this chicken is perfectly tender. The knife cuts it so easily." That is how we use tender in everyday life. But food isn't only about being soft or hard. It's also about how deep the flavor is.
That brings us to our second word, which is rich. Listen and repeat. Rich, 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 rich. Rich means full, deep, and heavy in flavor. It is often creamy or buttery. A little bit is enough because the taste is so strong. Picture a thick chocolate cake or a sauce so deep that just one spoonful fills your whole mouth.
Let's try our sentence. Repeat after me. The sauce was rich and creamy.
Excellent! Listen to these examples.
This cheese is very rich, or rich desserts always make me full. Now, let's imagine a real-life moment. Imagine you're at a cafe with a friend. You order hot chocolate. You take one sip, and it is full of heavy, dark chocolate. You could say, "Wow, this hot chocolate is very rich. I can only drink one cup. It is strong and heavy." Next up is a flavor that is the exact opposite of sweet.
Our third word is savory. Say it with me. Savory, savory, savory. Savory means salty and full of flavor. It is the deep, meaty taste that is not sweet. Picture warm soup, roasted meat, or gooey melted cheese. If sweet is cake and candy, savory is everything your mouth wants when you are truly hungry.
Let's say the sentence together. I wanted something savory, not dessert. Very good. You might also say, I prefer savory foods over sweet ones. Or, we baked some savory meat pies. Let's think about a situation for this word. Think about coming home after a very long day at work. You are tired and hungry. Your friend offers you a sweet cookie, but you shake your head. You could say, "No thank you, I need a savory snack, maybe some cheese and crackers." You want that salty, satisfying taste. Now what about a meal that really fills you up?
That brings us to word number 4, hearty. Listen carefully, hearty, hearty, hearty. Hearty means filling, generous, and warming. It is a big meal that perfectly satisfies you. Picture a huge bowl of hot stew on a cold winter night. You finish it, and you are full for hours.
Repeat the sentence with me. We had a hearty breakfast before the hike. Well done. Here are more ways to use it. He ate a hearty bowl of soup. Or, we need a hearty dinner after all that work. Let's look at an everyday scene. Imagine you are going to work outside all morning. You need lots of energy. You eat a large plate of eggs, bread, and potatoes. You could say, "That was a hearty meal. I won't be hungry until dinner." It fills you up perfectly.
And last, we have the word that brings a heavy plate back to life. The word is zesty. Let's practice. Zesty, 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 zesty. Zesty means bright, fresh, and a little tangy. This flavor usually comes from lemon, lime, or a little spice. Picture a squeeze of fresh lemon over fish
or a salad that just wakes up your whole mouth.
Let's say our sentence. The dressing was zesty and fresh. Great. You could also say, the lime gives the drink a zesty flavor. Or, I love zesty tomato sauce. Think of a simple everyday scene. You are eating a big piece of fish, and it tastes a little bit heavy. You take a lemon and squeeze the juice on top. You taste it again and smile. You could say, this lemon adds a zesty flavor. It makes the fish taste so much better. When a meal feels too heavy, something zesty cuts through it and makes everything feel light again.
Now, let's quickly compare two of these words because this is very important. Sometimes English learners mix up the words rich and hearty. Notice the exact difference here. Rich is about a strong, heavy flavor. Hearty is about a big, filling amount of food. A small piece of dark chocolate is rich, but it is not hearty. A big bowl of simple rice and beans is hearty, but it is not rich. Remember that difference so you don't mix them up.
So, here is the part that matters most. These 5 words describe different things, not the same thing. Tender is how food feels in your mouth. Rich is how strong the flavor is. Savory is the type of flavor, meaning salty, not sweet. Hearty is how much, meaning a big, filling meal. And zesty is how bright and fresh it tastes. 5 different questions, 5 different words. Remember the start of our lesson? We said delicious, said nothing. Now you can say exactly what you mean. You might say, the steak was tender, the sauce was rich, and a zesty salad made the whole meal feel light. That is not just saying delicious. That is someone who really tastes their food. You always knew good food. You just didn't have the words. Now you do.
Let's say them one more time, out loud together. I will say the word and the sentence, and you repeat after me. Ready? Tender. The beef was so tender it melted in my mouth. Rich. The sauce was rich and creamy. Savory. I wanted something savory, not dessert. Hearty. We had a hearty breakfast before the hike. Zesty. The dressing was zesty and fresh. Wonderful job today. You know, the best way to make these words yours is to shadow me. Play this explainer again and say every word and sentence out loud right after me. If you keep shadowing, these words stop being just words you studied and become words you actually use.
Before you go, I have one small challenge for you. Tell me down in the comments, what is a food you absolutely love and which word describes it best? Use one word from today: tender, rich, savory, hearty, or zesty. Make sure to follow Learn 5 English Words a Day and come back tomorrow for 5 more. See you then!